Yo, it's your boy, DRC from PainInTheGulo.com.
And your boy Remy Roy causing that ruckus.
Yo,
This is
talk
yo shit.
nigga.
That was perfect, nigga. That was good. It's your boy Remy Roy causing that ruckus.
What's up, y'all? Deep down.
Another motherfucking episode. Talk your shit. What you talking about today, bro? We was just already talking mad shit just now. I guess that could be another episode one day.
What the fuck? I don't know, man.
I think you said, but now?
It's weird. I don't even feel like it's just floating, man. It's just going with the. This what it feel like. This what it feel like to go with the flow.
Right.
Oh, man. It's good. It's a good day. It's good outside, man.
You got your ready? You got your ready today?
Nah. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I just gonna blind shit this morning. I gotta do 3 days straight though, because I gotta make my 4. I missed the last 2 days. I gotta do 4. I got it. This real bro that running shit. I'm like, bro, I'm on day 7 today for how to breathe. I figured out how to breathe, bro, on some inhale, exhale, lung expansion. Like the breathing is A1 right now, bro. It's amazing.
I feel like when you exercise or you starting to lose breath, your body naturally makes you breathe through your mouth. But I find that when I force myself to breathe in through my nose, I feel like the air gets deeper.
Hell yeah.
Than even if I take a deep breath with my mouth, I don't feel like it goes all the way down my diaphragm.
Yo, you know what's getting me tight, bro?
But if I breathe through my nose and I feel like I'm doing a lot less air, it goes straight all the way down.
But then it goes back to posture too, so everything could come as breathe. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm day 3 on running with no shirt, bro. I'm 32 years old, 31. I don't know. I forgot how old I am.
30 cuz.
I never ever would ever do that, bro. Nigga went up, and then it get me tight though. Because niggas keep stealing my shirt. Like what kind of bum shit is that, bro? It's in the park though, so I try to run with it. You know how they be running? Niggas be running with the shit hanging out. Bro, I did that whole part was just soaked, my nigga. So my shit dry, soaked with shit. So I put in little crevices, little places. And I don't know if it's the park people or the homeless people, bro. They took my shirt, bro. I had to walk back in the other day. Thank God I bought a hoodie for extra comfort. And I hid it somewhere else. I would have walked home with no shirt on, bro.
This nigga go to the park with clothes to hide. You know what that remind me of? You remember Spider-Man? He's like, I lost my book bag again. She's like, why you keep losing your book bag? Like, nigga, I'm a superhero after school, ma. I don't know. It's New York. Motherfuckers take shit.
Bro, niggas took my shirt, bro. Like, what the fuck you doing?
You got you be exercising the fly ass shirts?
Bro, it was the red Nike shirt. Like, I
would probably take it.
That shit was
that's hilarious. I work out in old digi clothes. My 2 years ago clothes, that's my workout clothes.
It's crazy. I used to hate that shit right after a good workout. And then I have the old ass clothes on this, and like, my nigga, I don't see, I'm maggy. Like, nah, then I started working out. Then I had the moments I started working out some tight ass shirts. And well, nah, you look crazy. Like, you look too tight now. And now I'm at a solid spot right now. No bullshit, bro.
I'm going crazy at my legs right now. I want to get my legs down. So, not yesterday. I started doing, what's it called? I incorporated last week lunges. So I used to do 3 every 30 seconds. So what was it, Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. I did, or was it Tuesday? What's today? Today is Thursday. Tuesday. Yeah, so Tuesday I did lunges. I did 50 lunges. It wasn't in no 10 minutes because I'm not there yet. So I did 50 lunges, sets of what? I think I did sets of 4. So I did 8 per round, and I think I did like 13 rounds. Ended up with 52. That fucked my legs up. The next day, I was procrastinating like a motherfucker too to do it. Next day, yesterday, I did deadlifts and squats, 50 in 10 minutes each. So 30 seconds, 5 squats, 30 seconds, deadlifts, 30 seconds, 5 seconds, and go back for 10 minutes, and then, yeah, that kicked my motherfucking ass. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not working out today, but I'm gonna do a bike ride today. And then tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go for shoulders and back. Something like that. But it's like these legs.
Like, oh,
My daughter called me thick the other day, and I was just like, that's not a compliment for niggas. So she's like, oh. And I see her face, she ain't me with the my fault. I thought I was just trying to give you a compliment. I'm like, it's all good. I'm a secure ass nigga. You good. That shit just really rolled up on you and then it's that yellow, you too calm.
no, that sounds like a monkey.
Yeah, I got geezed about that guy. Them big shits don't sting. If you see the yellow shits, the yellow, yeah, them shits don't sting. It's scary as fuck though, cause they loud as shit.
I love the example of them niggas. They not meant to fly scientifically. Them big black monkeys.
Fucking science, nigga. They trying to explain shit. That's why I feel like sometimes, like when it comes to understanding shit, I love science because science is good at explaining a whole lot of shit. But never forget, science isn't fact. Science is man trying to explain how shit happens now. There's a understand. I feel like man's understanding goes so far. You know what I mean? Some shit I'm learning now that is spiritual. You can't really explain in nature. You know what I mean?
How you feel about that we only explore 5% of the ocean? That's some freaky shit, man.
We only explore 5% of the ocean.
That's it, bro. Out of 100%. We only know 5% of the ocean. That's a lot that we know so far. Imagine the shit. No. That shit different, bro. That shit different. Imagine, nigga, they said there's over $1 billion in the ocean. You just gotta find it. Real shit, bro.
That would make sense.
You just gotta find it, which you know how that goes. That's what we talking about. Mountain climbers, my nigga. No disrespect to no mountain. Y'all got my shit. I watch it on YouTube because I would never do it. I respect it crazy, especially the ones that got nothing on, bro. These niggas is climbing shit like that. That shit is not bigger with no harness and nothing, jumping brick to brick, grabbing shit. What are you doing? I get it. I swear to God.
You know what?
What?
So, we said at the beginning that now. That shit puts you in the now, bro. I get, like, after doing bike messaging, I get why I might be a partial thrill seeker. I think that's why I like to jump on stage and perform and shit. Cause it's like, I get a rush from that. But it's like, when you biking and you have to be, Michael Jordan said it best. He was like, he rides a motorcycle and everybody says it's dangerous. But when you're on a motorcycle, you gotta be the most careful of this motherfucker because you could get hurt worse if you get taxied. You know what I mean? But it's like a lot of people in the cars. I feel like people are more distracted in cars because it's like you have the music playing, you got other people talking to, blah blah. When you're on a motorcycle, all you have is the now, right? And you gotta pay attention to everything. You know what I mean? So it's just like rock climbing with no harness, nigga. When I say you gotta be completely in the moment, you can't be thinking about what your mom or said to anything, you know what I mean? That's where you gotta be right fucking there, because if you slip one finger off for 1 second, no harness, that's that ass.
And then this rap real, bro, I start watching. You know me? Like, that's my shit. I find the topic right boom. Found it, and now I'm researching. Now I Google it, boom, 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 get the articles. Alright, what documentaries they made of it. Alright. They made movies from this. Alright, let's go check the movies out now.
Right.
So so if I'm watching mountain climbing for the last 3 days, I've been watching nothing but mountain climbing movies and shit. Bro, my hands be soaking wet off white, bro. These niggas be. And then they sleep off the side of the mountain,
right,
my nigga.
Right.
What are you, nigga? I see there was a documentary. he recorded the whole. This nigga woke up, bro, and this nigga is at least 15,000 feet. Bro, what are you doing, my nigga? I get it though.
It's that now shit.
And it
I don't know what the fuck they went through their life,
bro.
But they need to get the fuck.
You know what it is?
Escape.
I know what it is, bro. I told my man this the other day, bro. You know, I would like to know what it felt like to be completely sick. That's what it is. What worries do they got in terms of? But them niggas think about it. Like they good. So let's go about it. Come on. Life is tedious right now. You know, us, we always got something to do. We always got something to do.
Right, that's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit. That's why it's the white people shit when they say that, bro. We ain't got time to be. Who the fuck got time to climb about
Extra time,
nigga?
You know what I want to do? That might be some white people shit. I don't give a fuck though. I'm a surfer. I'm gonna be a fucking surfer, bro. I want to fucking surf. Now I ain't gonna be doing the 20-foot typhoon shit.
You saw Point Break,
but Point Break, yeah, I'm not on that shit. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna follow the waves. Nah, but it's like,
I respect that. That's cool.
I definitely want to fucking.
That's cool.
I definitely want to get one of them hoes.
You know how deep you gotta be, bro? You know how deep you gonna be in the sea, bro? You know how to swim?
I know how to swim, but I feel like I know how to swim. I'm comfortable jumping inside of the deep side of a pool. You know what I mean? Now in the ocean, where you have to think, I would still take swimming lessons because I want to be able to tread water, and I want to be able to be a power swimmer. Like if I have to save somebody, and that motherfucker's panicking, you gotta be able to pull that motherfucker while holding yourself up and still, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I want to get to that level, so I would say no, because that's when I would be like, yes, I can swim. Like, I could ride a bike, because I could ride in the street with motherfucker, you know what I mean? And I've, God willing, and thank God, have never been in an accident or hit by a car. Well, I was hit once, but it was at a fucking, like, you have a red light, I'm coming this way, and I'm still inching. The nigga's like right on, like I was on his hood. I'm like, nigga, you really? It was some taxi. Of course it was a taxi driver.
Yellow joint.
Yeah.
Over.
It's like, doing the most like that. So I leaned on his car like, really? Can I? Oh, I go, alright, thank you. And then I went, and then he went. Them niggas be wild. But yeah, that shit, that's that now shit. That rock climbing shit.
See how they everything.
And then surfing shit. That shit's so lit. That's why I got the hair. I was like, whoa, I got the surf's up, bro. I got the weed. I need to learn how to chill. I don't chill that much because I'm mad turned up. But work it up.
And then they niggas, then they be having conversations on the mountain. Like them niggas just hanging there. Niggas just hang there, be like, yeah, like, yo, bro. And then these niggas be climbing on shit, bro. I'm trying to, these shit is make, bro. They climb on shit, bro. That's like this. And the shit is at least 15 feet down, bro. I swear to my mother, they go like this or like this. They at least fall in 100 feet before the harness kicks in, my nigga. So you still gonna hit the rock. And then you either gonna go, that's the crazy part. In Mount Everest, these niggas, more people die going down. You like that's crazy to me, bro. So you just made it. But then think about it. You gotta come back down. That's always been my shit with heights, bro. Like I could make it in LA when I went. I did the fake little trail shit niggas be doing, bro. I got it. And my word to my mother, my shit said, like, we not going no more, bro. Because I could keep going. If I ain't look down, I could keep, but then it's nah, bro, I'm good, bro. The plane's because I have it. We ain't going nowhere if you don't fly. So you guys get over that.
That's fucking hilarious, though.
Heights is crazy, bro.
That shit. You know what it is? I had to learn it because I had a basement in the dog. I had to learn it with dog. All fears is the same shit. I feel like it stems from the same shit. It's your mind perceiving shit that didn't happen yet as if it's you know what I mean? So it's like you gotta learn how to talk to, trick your mind when it starts doing that shit. Nah, it's a basement. It was dark and I was fucking like 7 years old.
Stairs and all
it was steep ass steps.
Like the Conjuring type basement.
The spider webs and the light was all the way at the other end.
They set you up
before you could actually. So you gotta walk through the door.
So you see some, you hearing and thinking some shit before you get right.
And the thing about it is like there's nothing in my basement, so I heard nothing. But I thought I heard something. It's just my mom playing tricks with this. But it's like really, it's really your mind. Like when we get frozen and we looking down. The reason why we get frozen is like, nigga, if I fall.
But bro, if we was meant to fly, if we was meant to be that high, we have wings, bro.
But if I if I fall, what you doing up there? You're taking the next step to get to where the fuck you go.
That spiritually.
But that's why, and I think that's also different. And the thing about it too is just like, so I think I actually like the feeling of falling. Yeah, it's scary as
like
fuck.
roller coaster shit?
Yeah. But it's like I don't mind it, and that's why I know I'm gonna fly.
So you seen the shit with the passenger got crazy on the plane, trying to open the door while the plane was in the air, bro? My nigga,
I would smack the shit out that nigga.
I'm knocking him out. There's no wrestling. Why nobody? No, they trying. Why y'all holding him, nigga? He's still trying to. Beat
I would just choke him out.
You know why? My anxiety. The fact that I'm already flying and
Nah, the
scared.
thing about it is just like that's stupid because unless you like in a one-man plane and you have the thing to strap you in, but it's just like that. If that happens, the whole fucking you take the whole fucking equilibrium of the plane because now the air pressure inside the plane is different from there. And I just happen to know this shit because I like pilots. So it's like now these motherfuckers have to work on balancing it with the fucking open window or door or whatever fuck. And it's like that's gonna throw. When it comes to aerodynamics, you can't have that little pocket hole. You know what I mean? If you driving and you have a whole ground to, it's different. You know what I mean? But it's like you can't do that shit in the air. And it's like now we can all get fucked up. You know what I mean? But it's just like
that shit wild, my nigga.
Like a roller coaster, them shits is fun.
My nigga, they did.
I want to go skydiving and I want to get my pilot's license. And the thing about it is like I want to get my pilot's license. People think that, oh, I just want to fly from A to B. No, I'm gonna get snuff planes and I'm gonna be doing those. Like I want to do some of those shits. You know what I mean? This shit right here, the loop-de-loop, nigga, I gotta do that shit at least twice in my life. And I mean, I gotta mean that I driving the motherfucker, and I'm like, oh shit. Right, like so.
It's different.
Right, so that's why when I watch Tom Cruise and he was on the side of that plane, I must be an action star because I want to do that shit. And I'm be like, nigga, no, I want a shot with me glue me to the fucking plane, nigga, if you got to. But I'm gonna shoot that shot, nigga. Tom Cruise did it at 50, nigga. I'm only 30, let's get it. Strap me on. Velcro, duct tape, what is it, Gorilla Glue? Give me that Gorilla Glue that shorty put in her head.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll do it.
If we was meant to fly, man, we have wings, you heard?
We do have wings. It's called. I'm gonna get my wings. I'm gonna get my pilot's license. I'll be fucking flying.
I respect.
I wanna do the shit too. I be seeing it in Rio de Janeiro when they run over that shit and they got the little
the glide shit. Yeah, the glider.
But I feel like the best thing to do, or the first thing I'll probably do is you do the parachute and go to the water.
Yeah.
And have somebody either on jet ski or the boat. And then be on the parasailing. That shit looks lit as fuck.
I'm still not trying to do that. That's too high. Too high, bro. There's no.
But you could measure it. You know what I mean? If it's too high, then we could wheel you down a little bit. And then you just
be up there, man.
If we wasn't supposed to be up there, we would never be able to find an invention as good as that. You know what I mean? We would never be able to climb trees to actually get up there. We never had those ideas to be like, why the fuck can I be up there? I get it, I don't got no wings. But if I make a contraption, you know what I mean? If an Iron Man suit was available, nigga, I'm getting one of them shit. And I don't even need the guns, I just want to fly.
There was some shit in the rainforest. A lady survived falling from the plane because she had the 3 seats, the 3-seater. She was in it by herself, so she had because of it glided her down, bro. She said it just looked like mad. She said it just looked like mad vegetables when she just mad green, bro.
Right.
And my nigga, why you, bro? And that shit happened not too long ago on the Spirit joint. Where the lady flew out the airline, bro, like that. Like how you?
You said Spirit, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Man, I flew Spirit once.
Nah, bro. I mean respect, bro.
That's
you
crazy.
playing.
That's crazy. What's crazy about Spirit was that first flight. There wasn't bad. Back was that first flight. Then back was like, oh, this is fine. This is fine. You know what I mean? And I don't even feel like compared to other people's story, I feel like our shit was good. Our shit got delayed for like 3 or 4 hours. Our plane was delayed. Like first of all, they had us in the plane, right? They had us in that motherfucker for about an hour. Realized we're not leaving. Kicked us out the plane, put us back in the plane, then waited a whole another 2 hours. And then
on the plane?
On the plane. And then we did.
What you doing?
Then we did.
Airplane, bro. You sitting down all the time?
Yeah, when we was on the plane. But the thing about it is, like, after like the hour and a half on the plane the first time, they let us go inside for about like 30 minutes, right? And we was back inside.
Nah, bro,
and then it was like, all right, guys, and then we went back inside.
I'm bugging at that point, bro. That's a
and
lot
then there's no
going on,
first
bro.
class, so we all in this together.
But how they kept you on the plane, though, bro?
Because they was like, I think
like
they was,
extra.
because they, after the second time, they left the terminal shit, you know what I mean? We were no longer connected to the Majigga. We were just like on the ramp waiting to fly off, and I guess we just had to wait our turn, and all the other planes was like,
So basically, the
"Oh,
flight, you just added, that's like an extra 2 hours to the flight.
4 hours.
Just being on the plane, bro.
4 hours.
Oh, that's nasty. That's the shit that made
Well, I'll
me
say 3 hours, extra 3 hours, because we had a half hour ago, we were just back inside. Damn. And shit like that. And there was no food on the plane.
Oh, nah.
They gave us refreshments.
How long was the flight?
That wasn't that long, probably 2.5 hours, 2
Yeah,
hours.
bro, they're asking a lot, bro. They're asking a lot of patience from
They
me.
gave us, I think they gave us all complimentary free flights next time. We was like, nah, you can have that.
You get, yo, that's
keep that.
that's when you know it's real, bro. You can have that.
They said, 5 free next time was first. We got you. Next travel, we got
Nah,
you there
no
and
bullshit.
back. Anywhere in the world. We was like, you can keep that.
Nah, no bullshit, bro.
We
You
good.
got
We
me.
want to keep our spirit with us. So
You got me.
like,
You got me feeling.
but we didn't have no turbulence or no crazy shit in the air. So
Well,
it's like,
that's-
if it had to be those 2 hours to
That
make
you
sure there was
missed
none
the
of that
turbulence, I
bullshit,
respect that.
I get it.
Not
We was
turbulence.
mad late to get out. Yeah, it was crazy. But it was
Turbulence
funny as
ain't
hell.
nothing to joke with, man.
See, that's the type of shit
Turbulence
that I'm
ain't
on.
no joke,
I
bro.
would never wish it. You know what I mean? But I would be.
I know. You one of those niggas.
I'd be like,
You know
oh,
what's
so this
crazy?
what turbulence feels like.
You one of those niggas that
Okay.
the flight be mad calm, you get bored. Like niggas start getting bored.
Nah, nigga, I ain't like that.
Let the
A flight is always popping.
nigga like this.
I love takeoff and I love landing.
Look,
but it's just like
the two most anxiety times. Look what you
But
saying.
I love takeoff. I love
So wait,
the
calm.
G, the sound of the
And then-
engine
so
when
once
they go in the
you be like
hyperdrive and
this.
it's like, nigga, we about to take up.
Nigga be like this calm,
I'm
and
like-
then you just nigga like nigga come alive now. Nigga like yeah.
Oh shit.
See, now I'm looking at you.
I
looking
gotta
at
play.
you.
I gotta play that in the movie though. You gotta make me a character like that.
Facts.
That's so quick to action, and he can't be like an ace shit ass nigga. Like he's like mad clumsy shit.
Yo.
But he be on to shit, but he just be like,
Nah,
yo,
you
calm
see,
the fuck down,
you want
bro.
to make that gonna give me anxiety on the plane, bro. We can sit next to each
Nah,
other,
bro,
bro.
I'm not giving you, because if anything, that would make you so calm, because it's like, why is this nigga so excited about nothing's happening? It's like, I'm a kid when it's like, because I like it. It's
I like when
it's
you
like I'm
be
going on a
quiet.
roller coaster, and then on top of that, if I get a plane, a window seat, I could just look outside. I love the view of clouds. Like, you don't see no floor. All you see is just clouds, and just like that's why I would always love to be in the front,
That's
where you
pretty
could just
sick.
see nothing but just
That's
clouds.
pretty sick.
And it's like, you can't even fly. Like, you need a motherfucking navigator, because it's like,
Bro, you
nigga,
know, bro, that's what I learned. When I learned they did that shit at night, that they basically flying blind without the navigation system at night, I stopped taking that, bro.
oh,
That's
nigga,
some scary
no,
shit,
nigga,
bro.
that
You know,
shit
night
look-
fights are the
that
best.
shit
The
look
red eyes
lit.
be different, bro.
That shit look lit. Or if we could watch, if I could be flying while the sun is setting. Oh, this one time, bro, the sun was setting and it was under the fucking clouds, and we was over, and the sun, like, we saw the clouds was like pink or some shit, pinkish orange, and it was just like, I was looking down at that shit, and I was just like, damn.
You ever seen a storm above the storm in the plane?
Nah,
That's when the clouds light up, that shit go blue.
Dope, but
Look,
I don't wish it.
Yo, nah, you subconsciously,
because it's like,
you subconsciously want to see that
nah,
shit.
it's not that I subconsciously see it. It's just like, it's
This
like,
nigga off the plane.
you know those motherfuckers who chase hurricanes?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
I just
chase
watched
it.
Twister, that's
I'm not gonna chase the motherfucker. But if I hear that motherfucker's coming, I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna run at a safe distance, but I want to see that
So
shit.
if the pilot, so you the type to sit with the pilot on the flight. If you be like, you can sit in the cockpit.
Oh, nigga, hell yeah, nigga. I hope I don't ask too many questions.
Nigga said I don't ask you many questions.
I'm gonna try not to. But, like, hell fucking yeah, nigga. Like, yeah, so. Can you turn that shit and make it move?
No, man. Turn all the pilot off and shit. Turn it.
Nah, but I
bro.
like the thing. That's why I know, like, I'm gonna have fun with that shit.
So that's different though.
My pilot instructor needs to be a stuntman. That's all I'm gonna say. My pilot instructor's gonna need to be a stunt man who has the same. I know I'm gonna make that motherfucker too, because he's gonna be like, oh, you're like me. He gonna say that you're like me when I wanted to fly. But we have to bring it back a little bit, okay? We're not doing a loop-de-loop the first day. You just had to say it, because I was gonna ask.
So that could be, we just gotta make that an action, so we gotta make that an action movie type shit. We get you on the plane and
that shit. Nah, we can't do that, my nigga, because if you have to be...
What you mean me?
See, look,
I got it.
You gotta be the director, you got to be there.
Now cooking, they got the chef, the sous chef. I'm gonna have a sous director, nigga. What you talking about?
He's like, I'm gonna have a director to shoot with you in the air.
I'm gonna
be down here watching the monitor.
What you talking about?
I ain't moving.
Bro, you're bugging, bro. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, my nigga.
Oh shit. Nigga, I'm gonna hide that nigga in the trailer. But like, he's not here, DLC. He's sick. He got COVID, nigga. We gotta take protocols.
See, and then that's when I'm talking shit now. But then when you realize how much money they miss when they gotta skip a day of production, I might have to. That's gonna blow my.
And then when you come back down and you all tight, we gonna have that nigga right there. Like, what happened?
Nah, you know why I can never do that? Because then I'm gonna shit on my thing. I got things on me for life, bro. I'm good. Y'all never gonna let me live that down. Yo, you know, director shit on himself, bro.
I wouldn't
you ain't nigga, but
I would hide that shit. I'm like, alright, bro. We got a situation. We got a situation. We getting you out. Nobody gonna know you shitted yourself. Like, I promise you, nigga. I don't know how we gonna get out this shit. I'm gonna go to the other side and like, I don't know, start voguing or something. I'm gonna get everybody's attention over there. You gonna need a bit swoop. Bro, nigga, this is your game plan.
I gotta get the camera of you falling out the plane. Nigga gotta go with you.
Oh shit, yeah. Because the thing about it is, because like, I want to go to stunt school because I want to learn how to fall. I want to do all of that shit, bro.
You gonna force me in a fucking predicament that I'm gonna hate you for a private shit, bro. I don't care how many years.
I'm be like, yo, bro. I ain't saying you gotta do it, but
that's the
you're the only person that's qualified, and it's your money. Well, our money, but yeah, you have to have money. No, we don't get this. We don't get it, but it's like, you might say, damn, we could've just, I mean, so I ain't gonna put it on you, but like, it's just.
Nigga, when they film Mount Everest, bro.
Oh, man. Bro, yeah, see, I wouldn't climb. See, that's the shit. I wouldn't climb no fucking mountain. I'm not on some mountain. I'll fly up a fucking mountain. I'll take a helicopter and do some shit like that.
Not even that.
Like, the elevator. You see, I think it happened to me when I was a kid. I remember going to the Empire State Building. And we were so fucking high. And I was just like,
shit, bro.
This is the view I was supposed to see the world from, nigga. Like, everything looks so fucking
You was the type of nigga
tiny.
like this
I
and
was
shit?
on the fucking window like, I want to see straight the fuck down.
So you do slides. And like in Vegas and shit, the slides on the top tall buildings.
Right, but at that point, they didn't have the floor mirrors yet. There was just...
Oh, so you fucking...
So I was just like...
Shit. Like you...
Oh, hell yeah, I want to see motherfuckers' tiny ant heads over my feet, under my feet. And not on some god shit, but it's just like, I want to see what birds see when they flying over my head.
Are you a bird, my nigga?
Be a bird sometimes.
Damn,
Nah,
son.
but it's just like, it's a, nah, no, but I love their view.
Bro.
I love their view.
I mean, yeah, if I'm like playing a video game. And even in the video game, I get nervous.
There's one time on Jackass, Steve-O took this jet that took him out of the atmosphere, and he got to like see space, and then he comes back down. I would definitely do that shit, bro. You trying to tell me I get to see the whole Earth, nigga, and see space, nigga?
So you would do the Red Bull shit?
Fucking yeah,
you seen
nigga.
the Red Bull shit when he jumped from space into the Earth?
Nah, I wouldn't jump into space. I wouldn't do no shit like that. Like, I understand there's science, and even with that plane, there's things that could go wrong. You know what I mean? Re-entry or whatever the case may be. But it's like, nigga, yes, I would want to fucking do that shit. If I'm like 65 years old and my kids are good, and I'm like, I taught you how to live without, nigga, I'm doing all that shit, nigga. And I'm able-bodied to be able to take all the G-force it's gonna take to break through fucking, nigga, hell fucking yeah, nigga.
I ain't gonna hold you for some reason, bro.
If technology not put all the space suit shit on.
Before we we got a little bit of time, but I was gonna ask you, how you woke up this morning, my nigga? Cause I don't know, son. You making me wanna go run. Like I ain't planning on running at all today.
Oh,
but this sign off.
So
this sign.
I learned. I just put some videos up. I met Roy. Like I completely met Roy, cause like I said, them workouts back to back. It's like I can't do that shit. But that nigga Roy, that nigga is on some different shit. And I realized that it's like he not supposed to be out all the time, but it's like he gets certain shit done crazy that like I can't do by myself. Not that I can't do it, but it's like I'd be too shy, like, nah, I can't be doing that. That's gonna make everybody feel. I'd be screaming like a motherfucker in my backyard when I be exercising. Bro, go by my Instagram and look at this. You can be like, yo, this boy is bugging, son. I'm never working out with this nigga in public.
You see me, myself, and Irene?
Yeah.
So you got the.
So
you got
like,
what's the nigga name?
Nah, it's just like at certain points,
Charlie.
All inhibitions, because I have a lot like. I know I'm crazy, I know I'm wild, but I'm very aware of that. So it's like I try to contain and control the ruckus, if you want to call it. But there's sometimes where it's just like, I forget, and this motherfucker just, and it was just like, that nigga's intense. You know what I mean? When I'm on stage and I'm performing, that's that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he might be in some of the jokes. You know what I mean? Like, if I could tell a joke as Remy, and I'll tell a joke as Roy, and it'd just be like, Roy's a lot more animated, but he's really in his feelings when he's telling, like, he's really going through what the fuck he's talking about. And Remy would just be like telling a story about what happened, you know what I mean? And he would still do the voices and everything, but Roy, that nigga was like, me? And you really thought that nigga really thought that he was really in the situation right then and there. And he was like that nigga relived that situation. That nigga just recalled it. There was a difference.
There was a
right, you know what I mean? So it's like
there was a difference.
There's levels to this shit. It's like, oh, okay, copy. And the thing about it too is like some person wrote talking about bipolar, and I hope people don't take it like on some split personality shit or me making fun of that shit in any way, shape, or form. It's just like I feel like there comes a certain time when you're doing certain shit, you can't be second guessing or questioning shit. You know what I mean? You just gotta be full throttle, like thrashing that shit. You know what I mean?
You said about the taking
it might be
over.
like for you, it might be with writing. Like this next, I'm just like I don't need a second guess if this makes sense or if this shit is dope. It's happening. Let the shit happen. Like,
and when you figure, bro,
so
that's really it, man. And what I put myself on now is if, like I said, if it's not something about learning or anything, I'm taking like the little leisure, not the leisure, but if it's not educating me, I can't watch it right now. I need to. Time has to be used, especially when you realize how short this shit is and all that. And then, like you said the last time we spoke,
the thing about this shit is short. When we look back on this shit, but we got a lot of time. And the thing about it, I feel like when we enjoy it, it feel like it passed faster too. But I feel like part of that is just trying to, like you said in the whole episode, getting back into the now. When you so into the now, you forget how long or short shit take.
Like right now, like the exact
it's just like
I got the fucking burning desire to go running right. And that shit just.
And the thing about it too is just like. And it's taking advantage of those hormones.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like you have the urge, like a lot of times I had the idea to do something and it's like, but I don't do it. I'll just let the whole idea and the momentum of that feeling, that energy pat. Or, you know what I mean? If I know I can't do that, I'll try to channel it into something else that could also be, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I feel like that's what you were saying when it's like, if you feel like you're doing too much leisure, you like let me channel some of this energy that I would normally be like, damn, why I'm fucking up until progressing. Let me try to find something that I could find interesting to like.
Bro.
I'm watching a movie and this is not necessarily be reading articles or learning something, but I'm watching a perspective.
Having the movie and still learning how nigga dead ass, bro.
Because even with everything we're doing, we're still doing what we're supposed to be doing. It's just we may not just see how the fuck what we're doing at the moment is helping us to do what the fuck.
And then that's when you be late in life and be like, yo, I'm so happy.
And then that's why it's like we gotta be so in the now.
Nigga, like so, like the breathing, like I'm telling, nobody really, not nobody. I won't say nobody.
It's so funny because the other day, like the last couple of sets, bro, I had to just breathe. I couldn't count. It's like,
bro, you just.
And it was just like,
that's the most now you ever gonna be.
Right, and it was just like,
I have to breathe, bro.
That nigga, that shit moved.
Yo, you don't be working out, so I know you done worked out, and then you do the sets. You be like,
Joe, at the end of the video, like I was just like, that's one of those shits where you look back and you're like, yo, did I just really did that shit, bro.
Running, bro, it's like, yo, like it don't work to my mother, bro. I be running, and I'll wake up, like, yo, bro, I'm running. Like, yo, I'm here running right now. Where the fuck you was at? Like, I wasn't in. Like, a nigga just woke up and I'm running. It's like, oh shit, so this what you doing?
Oh, that's
it's like,
crazy.
Oh shit.
Oh, when that shit starts getting
that's
taxing. When that shit, like,
I
always say it out loud, because I'll be recording myself.
Yeah, I'm going running, bro.
I record myself when I exercise. So I always say when I'm tired. So it's like I could remind myself, like, nigga, when you think you're tired, this is how much more you did after that shit. So it's just like, that's just, it's one of those, when you're running a race, it's one of the, okay, I'm tired, okay, I'm about halfway through type shit, you know what I mean?
Look, bro.
And it's like, the way I've been talking to myself, I feel like I sound crazy, especially the way I be yelling at myself. Because, like, I talk to myself like a Brooklyn gangster, nigga. I be like, come on, nigga, one more, easy. Come on, easy. Like, it almost look like I'm the what is it called? Like
drill sergeant?
Right. And the motherfucker at the same time. Like this last, bro, I put a set. It's called the 9th set. It's on my page, on my Instagram, bro. When I tell you, I don't know who the fuck that nigga was, nigga. I did not know I did that shit, bro. I did not know and then my nephew was there, and I was cursing like a motherfucker. I was like, this ain't that. I'm different. And I was just like, yo, this nigga is wilding right now, son. If I was in the gym, I would not do that. Cause there's, you know what I mean? And it's just like, so would I go that? Yeah. Would I be able to go as hard? You know what I mean? To get it all the way. So it's just like, that's my shit, son. That's gonna be one of my shits. I'm different, easy.
That's it.
Light work,
bro.
That's the shit that he be yelling, bro.
When you know what killing me, get me, when niggas be seeing me do the lap, like when niggas see me do and they see me again, they be like,
I'm different, nigga.
Bro.
Yo, every time I say I'm tired, I'm like, I don't get tired, nigga. I'm an infinite being,
when
bitch.
That shit come on,
I be having to tell myself, nigga, like, you don't get tired.
I got 6
Gods don't get tired. That's me. Gods don't get tired. You a god, nigga. This is god level shit, nigga. The gods get tired. You think God was like, he rested on the 7th day because he wanted to, not because he was tired, nigga. He understood that was part of the process, nigga.
Eat your food, that's exactly.
Gods don't get tired, nigga. We rest when it's rest time. It's not rest time right now. It's work time. So we work, nigga. When the work is done, we rest, nigga. That's the 7th day. We on the 3rd day, nigga. We making what? We made water. I don't know the Bible that way. He was making one of them things. He was making forms. He was forming the earth or something.
Y'all know what he did. Look how we gonna be better on that.
Y'all know what he did. And that's what we be doing.
My nigga, I'm about to go running right now, bro. That's a fact, man.
I'm gonna take this bike ride today too. I might double it up since I'm not gonna do any. I do calf raises and bike rides.
There we go. So nigga, let's get it, man.
Yo, bro. Another motherfucking episode. Let's go get this shit done, bro. Yo, and we fucking done. It's a wrap.
Talk Your Shh is brought to you by PainInTheCulo.com and your boy Remy Roy causing that ruckus, where real ones come to talk about real nigga shit. You dig?